your man for a walk again, eh?
Oh, you'll have all this one day.
Not for about 20 years yet, thanks. How you doing anyway?
Life couldn't be more perfect, don't understand it.
So you're probably too busy for a night out in Nottingham then?
Well, I could get the chance.
Well, if you was going out tonight, Terry will have him. You'll have a night in with Dad, won't you?
And what am I supposed to do for money?
I wasn't having a mad one, just a few beers. I'll sub you if you want.
I'll give Terry a ring and see what he's doing, and then I'll call you later. But I'm going to pay my own way if I do come out.
OK. See ya.
We're just supposed to carry on as normal, is that it?
As opposed to what? People argue. Doesn't have to be the end of the world.
Oh, is that what we did? Argue? I seem to remember you going off on one and me having to sit there and listen to it.
Something's needed saying.
Regardless how hurtful or nasty those things might be, is that it? I hope you show more patience to your patients, Dr. Forsyth, than you showed to me.
All right, I might have gone a bit far, but... Oh, look, just forget it, all right? I'll see you later.
Oi, it's not my fault we're going through this, you know.
I know. Who Terence is and what he did isn't down to you. You can't take the blame for any of it. Look, it's been a struggle, but we've come this far, OK?
OK, but you must like trouble, that's all I can say.
£87.40 on calls to our Bonnie. What's going on?
She's family.
She's costing us a fortune we haven't got, I know that. Especially since we haven't got Ivan's rent money coming in anymore. This should have been paid ages back.
It's all taken care of, so just calm down if you don't mind. If I hadn't have left this on the sideboard, you'd have known nothing about it. So, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get back to earning money. And I suggest you do the same.
Had them a bit sweeter this morning, I hope.
Well, you wouldn't have to try very hard after last night.
Well, he was laughing and joking one minute and biting folks' heads off the next. Something wrong with him.
Yeah, he lives with me.
Mrs. Bainbridge is coming in at 4. Still no improvement, apparently. Oh, and our friend's been on again. More questions.
About what? I told you I'd deal with that.
Sorry? Same as before. Is it the Dr. Forsyth who used to be in Oldham, that sort of thing? Where was he before that?
What did you tell him?
If he's not prepared to say who's calling, I'm not prepared to disclose any information.
You didn't recognise his voice?
Adam, the medical term is nutcase. He's a hypochondriac checking out the local doctors. That's all. Forget it.
Hey, yeah. I'm off to Robblesfield if you fancy a lift.
No, I was just going to see how you fixed for looking after him if I go out tonight.
What? My top man? Oh, what do you think I've been offering? Course I can. I thought you were broke.
I've already been out the village for weeks. Don't start.
Hey, it's not me you're stopping in for and saving. It's DSS.
Oh, I'll just scrub it then, shall I?
Hey, steady on. I'll be round yours for 6:30, OK?
Right.
It's a lovely walk. You can see where it starts. Just by the tree there.
Thanks very much, then. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I hope I'm not disturbing you. Adam needed some of his things bringing over. Well, no point in cluttering up my house anymore, is there? I'll need another trip. Not much room in these cars.
He didn't say.
Oh, never tell us anything, do they?
He's still at work.
Less trouble for both of us, then, eh? Well, I'll just put them straight in his room, shall I?
Thanks. He's in the room next door now. Mine.
Do you know, if there's 2 things in life that gives you the most pain, it's got to be money and your kids.
And fellas, that's 3. And that shrink wrapping that you can't get off, sort 4.
Excuse me, I'm trying to be serious here. Do you think there's any chance of me reliquidising my investment assets?
Am I missing something here?
It's all gone in the big pot, love. Anyway, I can't get my hands on it till the divvies start rolling in again.
Well, I'll have a bit of that, whatever it is.
All this because Simon's had a go at you about paying a bill.
Trouble is, I've told him I've paid it. But I think I've got until tomorrow.
How much do you need?
£87.40.
And how much is this investment thingy?
Well, 50 covers the initial cost and membership.
Oh,
Well, sign that over to me, and you're halfway there already.
You don't even know what it is yet?
Oh, it don't matter. Worry about it later. I'm a sucker for adventure and romance.
Do you think I could have a sub on the rest of it?
Oh, I'd never catch up if I started that game.
Off your wages.
Would you mind?
Well, I think the words Eric Pollard might give you a bit of a clue on that score, Pet. Sorry.
Betty said I might find you out here.
Everybody knows everybody else's business.
Well, I suppose that can be a good thing every once in a while. She said that you were fed up.
Well, I'm not exactly filled with the joys of spring.
Anything specific?
Me? Adam? Everything that's gone on. Everything that might happen. Everything that might not happen.
Well, if you want to talk about it.
Dad, I just did. Now, will you leave me alone while I'm doing something useful and stop trying to psychoanalyse me? I get enough of that at home.
I sometimes wonder why I bother.
Sometimes I wonder why anybody bothers. Ever.
Oh, hi, love.
Said you were working overtime, so you could take us to Las Vegas.
Next week. No, I've just been checking my email, see if there was any word from our Owen.
Never mind her relatives. I want filling in on my new investment. Basically, when am I going to be loaded?
Shh. It's growing into vast and obscene amounts of cash even as we speak, but... Oh. Anyway, I'm going to be like that Vivian Nicholson. Make $1 million and then squander it on champagne and decadence. Oh, now there's a role model.
Meanwhile, who's paying for these? My round. Pearl?
No, thanks, love. Leonard's getting me one. Yeah. Haven't heard from him from over a week. I mean, he usually answers straight back when I write.
Well, that it's still floating about in them invisible computer waves.
Cyberspace, Len. You're getting old, Pet.
Yeah, well, you know what kids are like.
But he knows I'll be wondering where he is.
Well, why don't you just ring him instead of worrying about it?
It's only upset his mother anyway.
There you go again. Same as Leslie. Kids.
And money. You lend us a quid.
Brandy, please, Ruth, when you're ready.
Which one is it this time?
Oh, Steph, usual.
Still, things might be picking up. You've only ordered a single.
Make that a double, please, will you?
I'm sure I told her you were coming.
Well, didn't sound like it. Although she's that spaced out.
Oi, do you mind? This is her home, after all.
And yours now, darling. Good luck. This is it, by the way. If I find anything else, I'll let you know. You can come over and pick it up yourself.
Oh, man. I had this in its original cover, but I lent it out and I never got it back.
I thought Lulu's version was better anyway.
Lulu? Now you really have got proper grounds for a divorce.
We're all in a good mood, I see.
We were.
Well, don't break it up on my account.
Hello. Do you know, I never realised I'd accumulated so much junk.
I'll just check there's nothing left in the car.
No, don't rush off. I'll get out of your way, seeing as how you're having such a lovely time.
Steph.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Look, just get off her back, will you? She's just a normal woman who's had some troubles. We all get tense.
Time to hang on.
Just get gone and enjoy yourself and stop minding.
You're getting too used to wandering over the wool pack. That's your trouble. Losing your edge.
Don't remind me.
You all right, Terry? Right, we're bothering then, girls, or what? Only Jamie's plan to get him to switch meat off and call it a tennis failed miserably, so if you don't mind, it's costing us money while you put your slap on. Come on.
Yeah, and if we didn't, you'd be the first to mourn. Right. Ready.
I'll go check on main man.
1 minute.
What, any more of that and you follow on bus? Get out of here.
Thought you were broke.
That's for TJ's new pants. His clothes cost more than mine.
All right. Right, I'll go and keep them two quiet. Hurry up.
She comes across as a complete bunny boiler from what I've seen.
That's because you don't know her. She's not the most socially adept with people she doesn't know. finds it difficult to trust people. To be quite honest, after everything she's been through, I can't say I blame her.
Oh, why get involved? You're making a rod for your own back.
Except that I love her, and she loves me.
Loves or needs?
She'll soon be over the trouble she's had, and to answer your question, both, I hope.
Are you sure that you're not just looking for a permanent invalid to look after?
Isla, you've spent too much time around the company of doctors.
The only medical advice I'm likely to give you is life's too short.
I'll bear it in mind.
Well, I was going to offer to make you both a nice pot of Rosie Lee, but I see I've no need to bother.
I'll be going in a minute, Steph.
But you've only just started to enjoy yourselves.
I think you make her nervous.
The whole setup makes me nervous. Still, it's all yours.
Actually, it's all mine.
Steph, Isla's just going.
Oh, well, we'll have to have that little chat another time. Safe trip back.
Why don't I ring you back tomorrow, love? Yep. Just as long as everything's all right.
Yes, reckon he must have been a fox.
Yeah, you behave
say
yourself.
one back at Jarvis's old shed.
Bye.
Pearl, I'm not going to get upset about the cost of a phone call. Blimey, I'd sooner have that than you worrying about the lad.
I can't keep ringing Hong Kong just on the off chance that he's in, can I?
You got him, though.
Yeah, because his mother was in bed.
Well, she will be. Well, it's 2:30 in the morning in Hong Kong.
Well, it saved a row at least.
Aye. Till morning.
He'll tell her it was one of his mates from school. Look, I'll put the kettle on.
So, what do you have to say for himself?
He's latched onto this girl from school.
Well, good luck to the lad. It's what he should be doing at his age.
Said he's hardly had time to switch his computer on apart from his homework.
Look, just 'cause he's had his head turned by a young girl, it don't mean to say he's going to care any less about his nanny, you know. He's learning there's more to life than a computer keyboard, that's all. Come on, you sit down and I'll make us a brew.
Hey, oh, I'll pay the phone bill this month.
Yeah, I was just going to suggest that.
Frankly, it didn't do me any favours coming back to my partner's ex-wife with her feet under the table in my house. What do you expect?
I just got the impression that you were looking for a fight. In fact, I think you still are.
Well, apart from the fact that I'm clearly impossible to live with, what gives you that idea?
Because maybe I went a bit too far yesterday.
Oh, so it's you that was looking for the fight?
Well, all right, if that's the way you want it. I apologise.
Oh, forget it. Why bother? It's not going to last, is it?
What?
Us. Adam, you don't want to confide in me. I know nothing about you. Well, you're assuming that I've told you everything about me, Sweet Pea. But I have left things out that would make your toes curl. Because if you knew, you'd be out of here like a shot. You'd be a damn sight better off going back to her than staying with me. So why don't you just leave me alone?
You will notice, unlike some, I'm not spending my money on that. I am trying to show some restraint in order to meet the outrageous costs of a mother staying in touch with her only daughter.
And you've just come in to tell me that?
Well, and have a small slimline tonic, if I'm allowed.
Now, Mum, as much as I hate to deprive you of your big public martyrdom scene, it's not the size of the bill, it's the principle. And if we're all so clearly making sacrifices, while I'm in here drinking this one pint, I'm not at home running up gas, water, electric, or any other bills that are due.
No news on the lodger front?
Who in their right mind would want to live with us?
I don't see that I have to stand here and be insulted by my own child.
Well, I'll save it till I get home then, shall I?
Hey, we could have still gone clubbing it, you know. It's not that late. I'd have got you in.
Oh, yeah. Watch Danny and Jamie on the pub.
Hey, it was you that said you needed a laugh.
Not of that kind. I've had enough anyway. Oh, you think this fresh air's going to sober us up a bit?
I doubt it, by the looks of you.
Hey, It's getting shocking round here lately.
It is. With you falling about drunk.
Oh, get in, you nosy old bat. No one's doing you any harm.
I'd have thought you would have had other priorities rather than going out spending money you haven't got and ending up in this state, lady.
Hey, just as well we didn't go clubbing, eh? Can you imagine what she'd be like at 3 in the morning?
Imagine what we'd be like.
Can I come in?
Please yourself.
What's brought all this on? Hmm? You seem to have suddenly decided that everything's falling apart just when we get through the worst.
You just don't get it, do you?
Well, not if you keep speaking in riddles I don't know. Maybe if you'd stop that, we could communicate a bit better?
Communicate? I've been trying to get you to talk about yourself. Nothing. What keeps us together, Adam?
I thought it was love.
You thought, but you're not sure.
Oh, I'm sure. For my part, anyway.
Then you're crazier than I am.
Marry me, then.
Don't you dare wind me up.
I'm absolutely, deadly serious.
I can't.
What's to stop us?
Shelley?
Forget about friends, family, everybody else. This is your decision. Besides, Shelley's long gone. What's she got to do with anything?
You can't marry a murderer.
What?
People think that Shelley disappeared.
Is this... I know she disappeared.
Well, she disappeared, all right. She got on a boat in Scotland, but she didn't get off. Well, actually, that's not strictly true. She got off all right. It just wasn't at port.
What boat? You don't mean this.
Really? Who's confused now? I killed her. Well, I might just as well have done. I didn't save her. I could have done, but I didn't. We were having an argument. Next thing I knew, she wasn't there. Over the side. So, what was it you were proposing?
Hardly late, is it?
Oh, you did say you'd ring and give us a clue.
You know, I go out for a couple of drinks and everyone starts treating me like a mass murderer.
No, just somebody who happens to hold a social fortune and doesn't seem that bothered.
I'll leave you to it, shall I?
Try and make a bit less noise than you did coming in, eh?
Get lost, Terry.
I may as well stop here. He'll be better off.
What, than with his mum?
Who hardly looks fit to cope if anything should happen, does she? No, I'll stop here on there. It'll do me no harm. And it'll do you no harm to sleep off that bad mood and the beer you've had and not have to worry about him, huh?
White wine, actually.
Let's not have an argument, eh?
Too late. You do what you want, Terry, because you're just so good, aren't you?
I could shout and tear my hair out if that's what you really want, but I doubt that would help. Besides, I'm not the only one that needs to figure out what to do. I assume nobody else knows about this.
I wouldn't be here if they did.
I'm sorry if maybe I'm just a bit stunned.
It is a bit of a stunner, I'll give you that.
And you're sure it's not just some elaborate plan to get rid of me?
Nice idea, but no.
I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
That you've had to hold so much inside for so long. One thing after another.
I let my best friend drown. I could have told someone she'd gone in, but I didn't. She wouldn't come back, you see. So, all things considered, I thought, maybe it's an act of God. So I slung her case in after her.
But I still love you.
Don't touch me. I don't need to be touched.
It was as much for me as for you.
Besides, you're so calm, it's creepy. I want you to leave. I don't want you in this room.
Why? Because you told me about Shelley and you no longer think I'm safe, At least let me make those decisions.
I think because I believe you love me. That's why I said it.
Then let me stay.
No. Please, I don't know what I want, but I want you to leave.
I'll just...
Adam, now!